Godzilla has grown angry over the years, and he decided the oceans are his. Coastal cities around the world have become ghost towns. This has led to a huge shortage of fish. As a fisherman from Florida, I was forced to move, but I'm not giving up that easy. Can we become the largest fish farmer in America? Let's find out. Well, hello and welcome back in, everybody. This is episode 3 of becoming the largest fish farmer in America. Now, we are off to a rocky, horrible start here. Turns out I moved back to the family farm, which is about to be taken away by the bank, so we're gonna have to solve that issue pretty soon. Can we save this farm? I'll have to worry about that later because I gotta take care of some animals first. We got 125,000 liters of straw here. Let's go ahead and dump that into our cow barn and they will have a nice little bedding to sleep on. This ended up being all the straw off the field. 40,000 liters left here. We dumped 125,000 into the cow barn. Let's go ahead and dump this into the pig pen. I mean, I don't think they really need it. I mean, don't they just love rolling around in the mud? Oh well, I still like to take care of them a little better than normal. Now, honestly, the straw being over here is probably not a good thing at all because from what I understand, you use the straw to get manure. And there's actually no manure heap or extension or anything like that over here. So there's no manure being made. I don't know why I'm putting the straw in here. Probably just a waste. But take care of these little piggies. I did see one out there in the field trying to run away. Had to catch that bad boy. That was fun. It is now 9 a.m. September, early morning. We've already been out in the fields working, doing a little digging, some done here and there. And my daddy just does not want to talk about the whole money issue. And I stayed up all month researching how to take care of this and figure this out. And turns out I'm approved for a special business loan because my business got shut down due to the coastal closures across America. But after watching a few YouTube videos on how to get the most out of that loan, I found out I need to make sure I don't mention anything about it until I go to sign the papers. I also learned that I cannot use that business loan for a farm. That's kind of weird, but I put together a plan for something completely different besides a farm. Let's head over to the bank here in McGregor and see if we can get approved for a business loan for a butcher shop. Yeah, I said that right, a butcher shop. I left the bank with a $3 million loan approval and we only have $1.1 million left. Why is that? That's because I bought my dad's farm. He is not going to be happy about that, but I bought it from the bank. The bank owned it technically. They were just being nice, letting him still run everything he wanted to. And the bank looked at me very weird, especially since I just got this loan put together for a business for butchering animals. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. This is the land I'm going to purchase right here and across the street. We're not going to need the one across the street quite yet. Maybe we'll do something else with it. Let's go ahead and see how much this is going to cost and see how much it's going to cost to build our building. Farmland 7, we will buy that for $246,000, and then we'll go ahead and build a butcher over here. Now, I am thinking a little bit for the long-term game plan here. Possibly put the butcher down here. Nice little drive-in right here to a restaurant, possibly? Maybe? I mean, I don't know. Got a few ideas pop in my mind. So what happened there was I put together a business plan for $1.5 million for a butcher shop and land, and that got approved. Then I told them how my business was shut down because I had to move out of the coastal region, and they automatically have to double your loan at that point, thanks to the government passing a bill on that. Now, is that free money? No, I'm going to have to pay that back. We'll look at that in a minute. Well, let's go ahead and put this in right about here, probably. I mean, that's looking pretty good. I don't think I need to do anything on the back side of it. Yeah, we'll drop that right there. Let me do a little touch up around the ground texture, get rid of all this crop that's here, make this look a little nicer. We'll go ahead and pull in now to our butcher over here, and there's actually one more thing I need to buy, and that's going to be a semi and a trailer to go with it because we got to haul a bunch of animals over here. Now, it's not necessarily going to be only our animals from the farm or my farm now. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to telling my dad that. But this is our butcher. We're in business. I'm pretty excited about this. Let's go ahead and get our semi and our trailer delivered over here also and get it parked somewhere. Here's a semi I'm going to go ahead and end up buying for this business. It's got 500 horsepower. It's a Superliner 6x4. Base game mod. Well, not even mod, base game. My bad. But it's $112,000. Let's go ahead and buy that and we'll get a nice little trailer to go with it. Possibly 2 trailers, because not only do we need to transport animals over here, we also need to transport the meat out of here. Here's the animal transport trailer I'm going to go with. The Wilson Silver Star is actually part of the Dragon's Den production extension pack right there. You can see that. That's actually where that butcher came from too. So this holds a lot of animals, a lot more than any of my other ones do. We actually have this one right here already on the farm. Might get rid of that because we don't need it anymore, especially if I'm going to use this for my personal use around the farm. $80,000 will buy that. Now let's see if I got enough money to buy one more trailer. And this is the other trailer I'm going to get, $34,500. We got enough for it. It does hold 78 Euro pallets. I believe everything that comes out of this production is in Euro pallets. Now, there's one more thing I'm going to have to buy. I will use autoload, and my one rule with using autoload is that I must have the equipment to load it myself to kind of simulate, hey, I'm loading it myself, but just a lot faster because, you know, it's a game. But I like that rule being in there saying I can load it myself because I can. And that is, let's go ahead and get a forklift. We need a forklift for this whole operation over here. Don't think I need anything fancy. I mean, it's not even going to be used. Let's just go with this cheap one right here. Not really. That would be horrible to use. But let's go with this one right here because it's even cheaper. $37,000. We will buy it. It's going to be sitting over here at the butcher. That only leaves us $88,951 to run a farm. And I mean, I guess keep a butcher running too. This is not looking good. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about this. But we'll just get this parked out of the way for now. Set it right here. Put those forks on the ground. Don't want anybody tripping on those, especially with it being in tall grass. Nobody's going to see that. You're going to be walking over here to the door and be like, oh, trip. No. Then next thing you know, we got a huge lawsuit on our hands and I go bankrupt and lose the place. I guess to avoid the lawsuit, I could just put up a sign that says not responsible for injury or accidents, right? That should do the trick. Got everything parked away now. Let's head up to the farm, talk with my dad, show him all the paperwork, let him know I just bought the farm. I mean, he might be a little upset about that, but I got a feeling he's going to love the idea of this butcher right here. And he's actually getting a little old to run a farm, so we might get him a job over here at the butcher running it. I don't know. And the reason he might be excited about that is, oh, how I wish y'all could have heard that conversation because he was angry at first. I knew he would be very angry with me buying the farm out from underneath him without talking to him about it, but he just doesn't want to talk about it. So I had to do what I had to do. And trust me, he was really angry about that, yelling, maybe even throwing a few things. But after I told him how I was able to buy the farm and what I had to do to buy the farm, which was put in another business, and I didn't choose fish farmer, surprisingly. I chose to build a butcher. And the reason he absolutely loves that is that's kind of what this farm was built on. It was built on butchering cows and pigs. Now, he started with pigs originally and was actually doing cows for butchering, but he changed that up and got a new barn built and started doing milk cows. So there's really no butchering going on with the cows. Of course, unless we get a few bulls here and there. But as far as the pigs, that is exactly what these are bred and made for. These pigs are going to be butchered off, and he's pretty excited that we got a place to do that. That's actually pretty close, because there's actually no butcher here in town, and that's going to bring in a lot of local business from other people too. Hopefully. But man, just looking at all this bacon out here, this is looking pretty good. I think that one heard me. Hello. I know, hey, that's actually going to wrap up this episode. I hope y'all are enjoying this series so far. If you are, make sure you hit that like button. If y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments section, because they're always welcome, very much appreciated, and very much needed. And until next time, y'all take care.